Hello and welcome back. It's Sheena again, and now we will be working on the cuffs, finishing up the pants, and putting in the waistband. Before we get to the cuffs, the next thing we will have to do is top stitch all of our seams. When I talk about top stitching, this is a very important step and it shouldn't be overlooked, especially if you're using a regular sewing machine. What you need to do is take your pants and see how your seam is already wanting to fold to one side. Kind of smooth it out. Stick it underneath your sewing machine so that the top side is facing you and the bottom seam, the inside seam, is down. You're going to lift up your sewing machine, put it on there, and you are going to stitch on top of that seam, following along the edge of it the full way. You're going to go all the way to the very end. You're going to do that on the front seam, and you're also going to do that on the leg seams all the way around. You're going to pass across this. You're going to pass across the apex of the crotch twice. And once you have that done, clip all your threads and grab your cuffs. What you're going to do with the cuffs is fold, I guess kind of open it up, and your seam will be all nice and pretty and folded. And I'd say maybe about 1.5 inches fold it over. And again, fold it over so that you have folded it over once, twice. So that you have a nice little cuff going here. And what you're going to do is do that all the way around, pinning. So do that to both cuffs, and once you're finished pinning, which I must stress, if you're a new seamstress, pinning is one of the best things you can ever do for yourself. It'll save you a lot of time and a lot of heartache. Trust me. Now that the cuffs have been sewn, you're going to start on your waistband. And for this tutorial, I'm going to show you the easiest way. Take your pants, have the crotch going out, the waistband facing you, fold it over about 1 inch, and then fold it over again about 1 inch. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pin it all the way around. But before you pin it, what you're going to want to do is get yourself some drawstring. Here I'm using a nylon drawstring. Open your mouth up. You're going to want to make your drawstrings longer, of course, because you're going to want to tie them. So fold it over in half, put one edge to one edge, hold it out so that you can see that there's going to be an extra length. Cut your length, and then after you folded it twice, in that fold you're going to want to put your drawstring. See how it is folded once, there's my drawstring, fold twice, and pin. And you're going to want to do that all the way around. And when you get to the other side where the drawstrings meet, I will show you how to put in some eyelets, or I will tell you how you can satin stitch eyelets yourself. Now we're going to put in the eyelets. This is probably very similar to what you have, so what I'm going to do is take my colored pencil, and I always like to use my finger as a measuring point, and usually from the tip of my finger to the first knuckle, I put it at the very center, and I measure over, and you got to take into account how large the back is, so feel on the seam and try to get it right in the middle or a little above the middle. Mark it, and then go straight across, and using the same type of measurement, do it again. I like to make my holes with a seam ripper. You got to be very careful because a lot of times they're very sharp and you can accidentally whoop and really mess up a project. So be very careful. You can also poke yourself. I do it all the time and it totally sucks. So make your hole and make your other hole. And personally, these are my favorite. They're top quality. They're pretty expensive when it comes to eyelets, but when you want to make top quality garments, you spend more. These are more expensive because they are made out of very, very heavyweight metal. Not only that, they come with backs. This is great because it adds to the stability. And what you're going to do is you're going to put the eyelet in. A lot of the store-bought eyelets don't have backs, and all you have to do is use the attached bevel and hammer. It's very simple, and actually I used it for many years. Now I have a hand press, which definitely does the trick and does it quite professionally, but if you're just starting out, the hammer method works just fine. Now that I have the eyelet on, I'm going to want to press it. Pressing is super easy. A hand-operated one and this one, very much the same thing. The bottom part, which is on the inside, goes on the bevel part. You situate it on there, make sure that it's not pinching any of your fabric or any of the fabric on the back. And it's as simple as that. You do that again on the other side, and when you're finished, you pull your drawstring ends through, you tie the ends, because you don't want them to slip through while you're sewing, and then you straighten up, sew all the way around, and you are done. When you get to this point, you have the option of adding beads or gems or pretty much anything that you want to the ends. You can also put pockets on the back. You can add pockets to the side, to the inside. You can put pockets right here for storing things that you don't want found. Put them in the cuff. The idea is that the possibilities are endless. And now that you know the basics, practice, practice, practice. That is the one thing I can't stress enough. If you don't get it the first time, I'm sure you'll get it the second time. And now that we have a video tutorial, you can come back, watch it again and again. Stop it, pause it. If you don't understand something, post a comment in the forum and either another member will help you or I will help you. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you had a lot of fun. Like I said, the possibilities are endless, and if you pursue this art and you practice like I said, one day you will be making beautiful creations. Namaste, my loves.